Deep in the rainforests of the Democratic Republic of Congo live the Mbuti people. They're often called the children of the forest. The Mbuti are a group of pygmy people. There are about 30 to 40,000 of them. They're known for being short, usually not taller than 5 feet. The Mbuti are really connected to their forest home. Their lives follow the rhythm of nature. They've lived in these forests for a very long time, keeping their special culture and traditions alive. Their lives show us a different way of living. It's a story about living peacefully with nature and respecting the balance of the forest. The Mbuti are great hunters and gatherers. They depend on the forest to live. They eat wild animals, fish, honey, and different plants. They know the forest and its resources very well. The Mbuti aren't just living in the forest, they're a part of it. Their lives and culture are connected to the forest. Understanding the Mbuti people is like understanding a way of life that's deeply connected to nature. The forest is more than just a home for the Mbuti. It's a safe place. They believe the forest is alive. It's a special, spiritual place. The Mbuti believe their god, Molimo, lives in the forest. This connection to the forest is in everything they do. Their rituals, beliefs, and daily activities all center around the forest. They respect the forest and everything in it. They believe in living peacefully with nature. The Mbuti believe the forest takes care of them, so they must take care of it. This idea is really important to them. It shapes how they treat the environment and each other. The Mbuti's close relationship with the forest makes them strong. It's helped them survive in a tough environment. Their story shows how connected humans and nature can be. The Mbuti people are very artistic, and their art comes from the forest. Their art shows how close they are to the forest. One of their most famous art forms is bark cloth painting. They make these detailed paintings using the inside part of tree bark. Making bark cloth shows how clever they are. Usually the men get the bark. They carefully take it from the trees without hurting them too much. Then the women use the bark like a canvas. They make paints from plants and rocks. The designs on the bark cloth often show scenes from everyday life, animals and forest spirits. These paintings aren't just decorations. They're important to their culture and beliefs. They use them in rituals, ceremonies, and to tell stories. Music and dance are also important to the Mbuti. Their songs and dances often copy the sounds of the forest and how animals move. These performances celebrate their connection to nature. They also help teach traditions and knowledge to the next generation. Section 4. The fabric of Mbuti society. Mbuti society is all about equality and working together. They live in small groups that move around, usually made up of a few families. There's no single leader. They make decisions together and everyone helps the group. Family is very important to the Mbuti. They believe family comes from both parents. This makes their relationship strong. It also makes everyone feel responsible for each other. The Mbuti have a special tradition called Nkumbi. It's a ceremony for young boys. In this ceremony, the boys make strong friendships called ka that last their whole lives. These friendships help them support each other. Even though they move around a lot, the Mbuti have a strong sense of community. They share what they have, help each other, and work together to survive. Their way of life shows how well they can adapt. Section 5. The rhythm of the forest. The Mbuti's lives follow the rhythm of the forest. They live peacefully with nature. They spend their days hunting, gathering, fishing, and taking care of their basic needs. The Mbuti are really good hunters. They use bows and arrows, nets and spears. Women are important for gathering. They collect fruits, nuts, honey, and other plants they can eat. Their homes are simple. They make temporary huts from leaves and branches. These huts are easy to build and take apart since they move around a lot. Even though they're simple, the huts protect them from the weather. The Mbuti know a lot about medicinal plants. They use these plants as medicine. This knowledge has been passed down for many years. It's a big part of how they stay healthy. Life in the forest is hard sometimes, but the Mbuti have learned to live there. They live in balance with nature. Their story reminds us that it's important to protect old knowledge and the environment that keeps us alive.